Video is a video for the Project for Awesome, which is set up by John and Hank Green, which raises money for charities every year. Well, in this room, we're supporting the Against Malaria Foundation. And as I'm sure all of you know, the malaria is a terrible disease, which kills over 100,000 people every year. 70% of them are children under 5, and it's the highest killer of pregnant women in the world. And this is a serious problem. And people get malaria from mosquitoes. And so a very easy way, well, somewhat easy way, to get rid of this problem is to provide bed nets. And that stop people from getting bitten by mosquitoes in the first place. The Against Malaria Foundation gives insecticide-treated bed nets to people, which hang over people's sleeping areas at night, killing the mosquitoes that would have bit them otherwise. This both protects the people who are sleeping and reduces the number of mosquitoes in that area. These bed nets have been shown through numerous studies to significantly reduce the rates of malaria where they're used. And this has been a project that's been going on for a while. The international community has done a really good job in providing bed nets, but it hasn't done a good enough job to stop malaria yet. So while this program is stopped, they estimate 6 million people from dying since 2000. There's still a million people who die every year from malaria. So for about $2.50 through AMF, you could provide a bed net that can protect up to 2 people while they're sleeping. And AMF provides these bed nets in a manner that is incredibly transparent and efficient. 100% of the money that we give to AMF goes to providing bed nets, and they partner with local groups on the ground to ensure that bed nets are distributed and conduct systematic reviews to ensure the bed nets are being used properly and the coverage remains high. So this is an incredibly effective program. They estimate that for every $3,500 you give to AMF, you save a life, and that is a very cost-effective way of saving someone's life. GiveWell, an independent charity evaluator that aims to identify the most cost-effective charities, has selected AMF as their top pick for the last several years, in fact. And that's the reason I'm nominating AMF for the Project for Awesome. Because it's just the best type of charity. Best in general. It'll save the most lives, cheapest. Any other argument would just fall short, necessarily. And yeah. That is my presentation.